Hey y'all, Ms. B, and it is breaking news that Britt Edie did not show up for the Housewives reunion, which they are taping right now today. So earlier today, the seating chart was released of how everybody would be sitting at the reunion. And first chair next to Andy, which you know is the quintessential chair everybody wants to have first chair, is Portia and Shamia. So you have Portia on the left of Andy and Shamia on the right of Andy. After that, you have Phaedra and then Angela. Phaedra being next to Portia. Then you have Cynthia and Kelly. Kelly being next to Angela. On the side where Shamia is. You have Drew at the way, very, very, very end. No Britt Edie. Apparently, nobody knew she was a no-call, no-show today. Nobody knew that she was not going to show up. Nobody knew that she was, not going to participate. She didn't release a statement. She didn't answer phone calls, nothing. Apparently, when they get ready to do the reunion, they watch the rest of the season. So based on, I don't know, if she does something the rest of the season that she feels embarrassed about, I don't know what could be more embarrassing about her foodless event, her weird ass husband, or the who is this hoe that Kenya did at the event. That's not funny. Nobody knew that she was not going to film the reunion, but apparently something happens in these last couple episodes. We're on episode 13, 14. Something happens with these last couple episodes. Now, I remember Shamia did an interview a while back saying that sometime during this season that Britt said something really nasty about her child that's with special needs, and the rest of the cast stopped talking to her. So we're not sure if that's why Britt didn't show up, but Britt did not show up to the reunion. What is even more crazy is Britt released a statement on her Instagram saying she was not showing up, X, Y, and Z, but that was not her in the pictures that Kenya showed at the reunion. At the hair spa. So, Britt, if that was not you on the photos and you just not seeing this was filmed last year and you're just not seeing this right now before the reunion starts, then why you kept saying you was losing your license and your life was in shambles? You had to have a conversation with your mama about giving fellatio. Girl, that happened a year ago. You went on this whole train. Kenya lost her job, and that wasn't even you in the picture. Somebody is lying. Either production did not do a great job of the investigation that they did, but everybody kept saying the investigation was thoroughly done. And, based on that, we cannot continue to film with Kenya. And you, Britt, was wanting a pity party, being so nasty at the brunch. What do you mean, snapping at Angela, making all of this whole season about Kenya, and that wasn't even you on the pictures? But I thought your licenses were suspended. Then they also said that apparently something happens. I don't know where we'll get to see it. Something happens on this cash trip that's really major. And I don't know what happens. We do see that her and Kelly start to get into it, and they was calling themselves best friends and all that stuff at the beginning of the season. But what happens in Grenada that made her look at these last two episodes and not film? Then also to come back and say, oh yeah, by the way, that wasn't me on those pictures that Kenya showed up. Who is this hoe? Bravo, who is this hoe y'all had on this TV screen for season 16 that's ruined the whole dang season? Y'all should have egg on y'all face. They said when they got there, nobody knew. Nobody knew Britt wasn't coming. Nobody can get in contact with Britt. People magazine released a statement saying how Kenya and Britt won't be there. Kenya released a statement actually saying, I'm sorry to everybody, cast, production, and specifically she said Brittany. She used her whole government name about her actions and everything, but she's not at the reunion. Britt's not at the reunion. So what are we going to be talking about at the reunion? We're going to drag out this Portia and Drew thing longer. I'm tired of hearing about that. We're going to sit there and talk about, can we have really talk about why Shamia and Portia's mama fell out? Can we talk about that? What are y'all going to talk about at the reunion? This can't be no 3 parts, because the first 6 episodes was about Kenya and Britt. Kenya, what she did to her hair spa. Who is this hoe? Who is this hoe? Bravo that y'all put on TV. Clearly, she was nothing but a fan. She was not taking this job seriously. And also, it's been a lot of rumors about the husband, Britt's husband, out here in these streets. Maybe she didn't want to face that. But girl, you know what you signed up for. You signed up to be on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. When you sign up for that, you can't go hide. If rumors out there about your husband, girl, go face it. Rumors up there about your license and not a lack of a license, face it. You said something about Shamia's baby that was inappropriate. Guess what? That would have been your right time to apologize and say, you know what, I shouldn't have said that. Whatever we're gonna see, we don't know. Only they have seen the last of the couple episodes. If they're gonna talk about your event with no food and how they was hungry, or the fact that you did not donate no food, no donations to the people of Grenada, about little 2 rolls of toilet paper, or the fact that the country club is suing you for the 10 grand to rent out that event space that you did not pay, or the decorator saying that she still didn't get paid and you blaming her for the foodless event, what is it then, Britt? I'm honestly happy that she didn't show up, because this solidifies she's no longer coming back. We all know in housewife history, if you do not come to the reunion, you don't come back to the show. Britt was not even a strong enough character. She was annoying. She was not a fan favorite. Nobody likes her. Everybody cannot stand her. We talk about her nostrils, her nose, and how she sounds so nasally all the time. Nobody likes Britt. And then for her to couple that with the fact that she did not show up for a reunion, didn't ask the production's call. She removed RO, Real House of Atlanta. She removed it off her bio on Instagram. Like, bravo, y'all really effed up this season with this girl. I have never been a big Kenya Moore fan, but at least she's entertaining. At least we already have history with Kenya. At least we already know who she is. We don't know who Britt is. Who is this hoe? Who is this hoe? And then now she's saying that ain't even her in the pictures. But I thought that was why you're like, girl. Oh, I don't understand how they fumbled this season over Britt, Edie, whoever she is, whoever that hoe is. Because nobody likes her. Nobody can stand her. And she got Kenya kicked out of the way. The whole first beginning of the season was about what's going to happen with the hair spa. We can't even, are they, Bravo, are y'all going to address that? Are y'all still going to talk about that? And what's crazy, girl, because this could be the time for you to control the narrative of, okay, that was me, it wasn't me. If it wasn't you, that would have been the mic drop. Boom. Well, yeah, that happened, but that wasn't me on those pictures. She said she was just showing the pictures recently. That don't even make sense. I'm talking about, this girl is a liar. And y'all wanted her over Kenya Moore. Again, I cannot wait to see what happens the rest of the season. Now I'm very intrigued to see what happens and see who this hoe is. That didn't fumble the whole Sweet 16 season. And now we see the seeding chart. We know the seeding chart. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? And Britt, you're lying. I believe that was you on those pictures. I don't believe Bravo would be that careless. And allegedly, from watching Jesse's Woo's vlog at the beginning of this season, she knew the attorney that you used to file this settlement issue with Kenya, showing this revenge P on TV. So girl, I'm confused. And Bravo, she got y'all looking real crazy. Anyway, I just want to get on there and say, Britt Edie did not show up to the taping today of the reunion of the Sweet 16 season of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I'm honestly excited because I don't have to listen to her. But we have to get through these next episodes to see what actually she does, what actually she saw, what actually was said that makes her, I guess, make this rash decision and not to show up to the reunion. And I don't think, Britt, do you know how this reunion stuff works, girl? You will not be nowhere near Bravo, NBC, Universal Spaces for a very long time, if ever, because you're not that likable. Nobody really likes you. Even your family story, nobody was really interested in it. Nobody cared about you. Every video I've done recapping this whole entire season, I have like voiced my grievances over and over again. How I cannot stand Britt eating. So that's why I want to get on here quickly and say Britt Edie did not show up to the reunion taping today. They're filming currently right now. That's 12 hours, sometimes longer. I don't see how they're gonna make this no 3-part. But yeah, she didn't show up. And Kenya lost the job. And what are y'all gonna talk about at the reunion? What is it? And I've been seeing Drew doing a lot of press for her album. She was on the Breakfast Club, didn't watch it. She was on Carlos King, didn't watch it. I'm not that interested in Drew either. But I will say, these last couple episodes, Drew has been bringing it harder than Britt ever have. And I also said this is when I first started recapping this season, Britt threatened Kenya. Kenya's response, yes, wasn't great. They should have made them both come down and sit and have a conversation about her saying about she had whips and chains and pum-pum-pums, and also Kenya saying, who is this hoe with big old poster boys apparently of Britt in her webcam girly days. Also, too, if that wasn't you, so if somebody comes saying, you know what, I have this picture of you of this, if I know that stuff ain't out there about me, I was like, no, she didn't. She showed who at her event. Because she also mentions in her statement, as y'all saw, I walked away. I was told. You were told when? Last year or today? Or this week? When were you told them when you in the pictures? When did you see the pictures? Britt, you a liar. I'm glad you gone. No thank you for your services. Who is this hoe, Bravo? Good riddance. Bye, y'all.